My name is Tabitha Revis. I'm the Executive Director for the Children's Advocacy Center, and one of the things that the CAC, well, the primary thing that the CAC does is provide a safe place for children to tell their story whenever there has been an allegation of child sexual abuse. This is our little place. Kids are brought here for interviews to be conducted, and we record the interviews. We then partner with law enforcement and our county attorney and the local DCF staff to complete investigations and advocate and provide support to children through the investigative process. And that may mean that we even go to court with them if they need some support through that. So one of the things that we make sure of is that communication happens. Part of the reason we utilize this facility is because we can record the interviews, and then that recorded interview is provided to law enforcement, DCF, the county attorney, and it helps kind of pave the way toward prosecution if we are going to be able to move that direction. So one of our goals here, part of our mission, is to reduce the trauma associated with an abuse investigation. And our building is intentionally decorated to be child friendly, so that kids, when they come into our facility, feel comfortable. They feel hopefully a little more relaxed and are able to tell their stories. April is actually National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And so we hope to kind of kick that off with events like this one today to help raise some awareness and bring some attention to this issue. And that's kind of the CAC in a nutshell. Any questions about what we do?
You want to talk about the finance and how we operate?
Okay.
Which is why we're here today.
Why are we here today, Tim? Another one of the reasons why we're here today, and that Golden Living has been generous enough to offer us a grant award. The CAC is, we don't charge for any of the services that we provide. Everything is at no cost to the alleged victims and their families, so we rely completely on community support, grant funding, which includes state and federal grant funding, but also local grants such as the Golden Living Grant Award. And we also conduct fundraisers to help carry us through those times when our grants don't necessarily cover all the expenses that we have. We have a golf tournament coming up at the end of the month as one of the things that we do to help offset some of our costs of the services that we provide. Any other questions or direction?
That was...
Okay, just checking. Mm-hmm. Would you like to talk? Do you have anything you want to say?
Well, the CAC began here in Pittsburgh. It was a grassroots effort through several individuals who recognized the need for a facility like this and stepped up, and through donations, through fundraising efforts, we were able to purchase this house that we use for the interviews and the things that we do, and we continue with the support of the community and have for many years now. And partnerships, when we see avenues for expansion and things like with the Golden Living Center, we seize those opportunities, and it just helps continue funding our efforts to service the victims and their families, to try to lessen the trauma and get them through the entire criminal justice process, which, as anyone can imagine, is incredibly daunting and difficult for them. So with that said, the fact that the Golden Living Center staff saw our organization of being worthy of their funding goals and their program, we're obviously indebted and very appreciative that they recognized our need and stepped up to us. And so if you want to talk a little bit about what your program is and why we were picked, that'd be great.
Okay, very good. On behalf of Golden Living Center, I think and on behalf of our executive director, who nominated the Children's Advocacy with a grant for $1,000. Golden Living Center is a nationwide corporation with over 300 facilities nationwide, and throughout the year they nominate organizations that are worthwhile non-for-profit organization that could use some funding to support some of the events they do, initiatives they do, such as what the Children's Advocacy does. I do believe the Children's Advocacy, they're a pillar within the community in terms of serving a very delicate population, a population that does not have a voice for their own, and a voice that could definitely use a little bit more support, use a lot more resources for them to be heard. Golden Living Center, we're a skilled nursing facility. We also serve another delicate part of the population as well. We serve the elderly. So those are two most delicate population within any kind of society. So we found the need, for these two entities, to support each other within the community. I think they're very, very needed in any community. In any community, to support people who don't have a voice for their own, such as the children and the elderly. Over the years, Golden Living Center has awarded over $1.6 million to different organizations. So it is actually an honor for Golden Living Center in Pittsburgh to donate this here locally, since we are all part of the community. I mean, we're all part of the community. Communities look out for each other, help serve everybody within the community. So very honored, very humbled as well for the work that the Children Advocacy does. And on behalf of Golden Living Center, I think the money will go in a very worthy cause. So.
Thank you. Anything else? I wanted to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate it. I want to thank you guys especially. The resources like this within the community are what help keep us going, and we can't thank you enough. So genuinely appreciate what you guys have done, and that you thought of us when you decided to do this.
Okay. Golden Living Center is a skilled nursing facility located in Pittsburgh, Kansas. We are a 86-bed facility. We care for the elderly. Our corporate offices are in Plano, Texas. And part of the initiative that the corporate has decided to do was award grants to organizations within the communities that we do serve. And we picked Children's Advocacy this year as one of the $1,000 grant, since a very vital part of the community, since it served the children within the community. We found there is a great need for folks, for a population that does not have a voice for its own. So we're very humbled in awarding the grant to the Children's Advocacy. Being April being Child Abuse Prevention Month, we found this very fitting to award this grant for their cause and to continue to serve the population they serve.
Basically what this award from Golden Living means to us is that we'll be able to continue providing services to the children that come to our facility at no cost to them. If we didn't get supports from our community like what we have today, we wouldn't be able to do that. It's important for us to be able to continue providing those services at no cost so that families can access them. And what we provide includes child advocacy, attending court with the child, making sure that all their questions are answered about the investigative process, and that we coordinate and communicate with prosecutors and law enforcement so that the investigation is thorough and has the best chance for achieving justice that we can give it. The other things that we use resources from the community to provide are education in the community. This is National Child Abuse Prevention Month, and one of the things that we're trying to do is make sure that we get the word out in the community about prevention, about how important services like what the CAC provides are towards that. We just since January 1st of 2014, we've already done 25 interviews of alleged victims of sexual abuse. And so what we want to try to do for National Child Abuse Prevention Month is use that to raise that awareness and try to bring that number down over the next few months. We want to try to avoid abuse and help families understand how they can do that.